What up, YouTube? T-Moves here. Now, since I'm doing my reviews for David Lynch movies in honor of his birthday, here is my review for his 1999 feature film titled The Straight Story. Now, when you think of David Lynch, ain't no way you think of G-rated Disney movies. Alright, you think of, mystery thrillers, you think of erotic films, you think of, suspenseful films. A G-rated Disney movie is not a film that comes to your mind when you think of David Lynch. But in 1999, he directed a very interesting movie, and that is the film The Straight Story. Now, this film stars Richard Farnsworth, who you might know from as the sheriff in the movie Misery. You also had Sissy Spacek was in this. Anyway, so here, Richard Farnsworth plays this retired farmer and widower in his 70s named Alvin Strait, who learns one day that his distant brother, Lyle, played by Harry Dean, has suffered a stroke and may not recover. And so Alan is very determined to make things right with Lyle while he still can. But his brother lives in Wisconsin. And Alan is stuck in a wire with no car and no driver's license here. Then he ends up hitting on the idea of making a trip of his own on his own lawnmower. That's beginning a picture that's dealing with this picturesque and at times deeply spiritually odyssey at all. Anyway, Richard Farnsworth, of course, he did score an Oscar nomination for this. I think he won. Did he? I gotta double check that. But Richard Farnsworth was great in this. It is based on a true story. The true story in this was really interesting. Sissy Spacek, of course, you had two Stephen King actors in this. Richard Farnsworth was in Misery, while Sissy Spacek was in Carrie. So that was pretty cool to watch. This movie was very heartfelt, touching. It definitely did not feel like a David Lynch movie at all. When you think of David Lynch, you think of erotic films, mysteries, and all that. This is a totally different David Lynch film. And it was rated G. So, yeah, that's a bit of a very different Lynch film. Sissy Spacek, of course, portrays the role of Farnsworth's daughter. She was terrific in this film. And Sissy, she's always the best, Richard Farnsworth, definitely the best performance he's ever given. I mean, this movie has lots of heart, very amazing to watch. The story is really decent. If you guys haven't really seen The Straight Story, go watch it. And I'm not sure you guys should find it on Disney Plus. That's right. I remember seeing that it was on Disney Plus somewhere. But go check out The Straight Story. It's a very different David Lynch movie and really interesting film worth watching. Anyway, let me leave you guys. Have you ever seen David Lynch's The Straight Story? If so, what's you thought of it? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Timmy signing off.